I'm Lee Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. It's album review time. So Ashes of Aries, Emperors and Fools, their third album. This is being released on January the 21st and the band organised this to be sent to me. So man, so grateful. A couple of months early as well. So that's so cool to be sent it 2 months early. And man, I was really excited about hearing this after hearing the single. And I've got to tell you guys, this is a brilliant, heavy album, and I mean heavy. But it's got its real melodic moments, as you would expect anything from the people involved. This was produced by the band Ashes of Aries and mixed by Byron Filson. A great production, guitar heavy, obviously, really riffy. The guitars are just fucking right in your ears on this, which is just fantastic. That's what you want. A bass that's rumbling, drums that are just sharp as anything. The production is great, and that's not even on a proper CD or even, you know, the quality of Spotify or saying, oh, that is a promo link and it still sounds great. So that's excellent. So Matt Barlow on vocals, unmistakable Matt Barlow. What a great voice he's got. And I'll tell you what, he really performs on this album. It's almost like you're listening to 4 or 5 different singers. He's got that real great deep tone that's just unmistakable, and he hits the heights. And he's almost got an in-between sort of vocal as well. He just does everything. He can sing anything. And more importantly, is there anyone who puts as much emotion into their vocal delivery than Matt Barlow? I don't know, but the emotion is all over this. The strength of his vocals is just mental. Freddie Vidalis on the guitars and bass. Man, really riffy this is. It's really heavy. There's great solos. There's twin lead parts. Everything you want from a metal album is here. On the drums, Van Williams just does a great job. Just does a brilliant job. But Freddie Vidalis also does the bass, and obviously the bass and the drums. There's a load of stuff going on this album. There's a lot of fast tracks. There's a lot of sort of almost tribal thumping drums as well. Man, this is something special. You guys have got a real treat for you when you get this album, and already I'm saying get this album. It's fantastic. Now I think it's on par with the debut. The second for me took a little bit of dipping form, but this album is just right on track. These guys have smashed it out of the park. Now obviously I'm going to mention Ice-Turf. We're not going to get Ice-Turf for a while, if at all ever, I don't know. But obviously for fans of Ice-Turf, there's a lot to like here. You know, the real fast riffing, the dark tone overall of this album. It's just like, you know, Ice-Turf. I mean, I would say even the tone of this album is like old Ice-Turf, more than the more recent stuff. It's got that real dark, heavy, sort of doomy almost tone. But it's fucking brilliant. I love this album, and you're going to love it too. Let me run you through the tracks. The first one's just like an intro, which, you know, I love an intro to an album, a little short one, 1 minute and 30 seconds long, basically. A City in Decay, symphonic, cinematic, sounds like a film score, basically, and leading you into I Am the Night, a real fast track. A heavy riff kicks off, and we launch into a brilliant pounding opener. Unmistakable, those dark screams from Barlow here. It's a brilliant track to start off with. It's fast, it's dark, it's heavy, just everything you want from Ashes of Aries. Our Last Sunrise is next. Slow things down a little bit. It's still medium to fast paced. The heaviness continues though with another relentless pounding metal track. Some great layered vocals from Barlow. I mean, man, he put so much into this. There's been a lot put into it vocally. He sounds better than ever, I'm telling you. A real dark feel of the album continues. Primed is next. Medium pace song, clean guitar, vocal opening, and we're maybe being led into think things are slowing down and mellowing out a little bit. We then get a brilliant guitar riff that sort of almost feels black metal in nature. It's just an excellent riff. Barlow with some brilliant overlapping vocal melodies and screams. There's an excellent fast technical solo by Vidalis on here. A brilliant track that really gives a different feel than the tracks we've heard so far as well. Where God Fears to Go is next. This is another medium to fast-paced song. It's a great dark riff that sort of feels almost black metal again. It's got a real dark tone to it. And then Barlow's vocals scream through the speakers. It's just his unmistakable vocals. This is real dark stuff again, and it builds to a great sort of thrashy finale. Excellent track. Emperors and Fools, the title track, is next. Man, this is brilliant. Acoustic guitar intro with Barlow's excellent vocal over a slow sort of epic sort of start and a slow sort of track as well altogether. Although it is slow paced, we get sort of obviously heavy riffs kicking in the chorus. Man, there's so much emotion in this song, especially shown by Barlow. He's sort of putting everything into his performance. Well, as usual, really, but in this song, it's just amazing. By My Blade, the single, is next. This is a great song, the perfect first single actually to showcase the heaviness of this album. This is relentless. The bass rumbling underneath this track is unreal. Brilliant song. What Tomorrow Will Bring is next. Man, this is one amazing song. I've highlighted this as one of my favourites. It's slow to medium paced. A clean guitar intro starts this one. Probably wouldn't sound out of place on a sort of a modern Maiden album, you know, those intros they do now. Then we get a brilliant pounding sort of slow to medium paced song. What an excellent bit of songwriting here. The riffs going over those verses with Barlow's emotional delivery just make the hair stand on the back of your neck. No bullshit. This is brilliant. A standout track from me. What Tomorrow Will Bring. The Iron Throne is next. This is a medium paced song. After some almost blood-curdling battle cries over some heavy, epic opening, we get a fast, Painkiller-esque verse, and it's real head-banging stuff from then on, really. An outstanding midsection of the song is just, it's fucking brilliant before it breaks into the song again. Another excellent, relentless track. Gone is track 10. This is brilliant. This is one of my favourites. Again, a standout track for me. Acoustic and vocal start. Barlow's vocal in Near Isolation is amazing. An emotion-filled ballad proceeds, but obviously it's not your usual ballad because it's got its real heavy parts as well. At the 2-minute mark, it really sort of amplifies the emotion again within the song, picking up and getting heavier. This track actually gives me... going back to Iced Earth a little bit, obviously there's big connections there. Watching Over Me feels, it really does on this one. There's fuck all wrong with that, by the way. It's a brilliant song. Iced Earth were brilliant. So there you go. An emotional solo that sort of matches Barlow's heartfelt vocal across this. An outstanding track. Gone is just superb. Throne of Iniquity is next. This is track 11. Pounding tribal drumming starts and we get an ultra heavy galloping track. Again, I'm getting slightly sort of black metal riffs there going over this chorus, and Barlow almost has a slight sort of, notice this, sort of slight Aussie sort of feel to his voice on this one. Excellent track. And then we come to the last track, the epic Monsters Lament. Now, brilliantly, Tim Ripper Owens is on this track with Matt Barlow, which is just fantastic. Obviously, two Iced Earth vocalists. From the start, this is epic. After a doomy start, then we go into a sort of thrashy section before we go into a pounding track yet again with those thrashy sections coming in and out. Barlow takes like the first verse and chorus and they swap about. Ripper comes in, he sounds amazing. They do some great harmonies together. It's just amazing. Of course, the track goes into a sort of quiet section. It's 11.5 minutes long, this one, by the way. So about 4 minutes in, it goes into this quiet section, which adds to the epic feel of the track. And I get almost some sort of classic horror film vibes off of this one. And the song breaks into a sort of a mental solo over some thrashy riffs. The middle section is my favourite part though, where it goes into a sort of a mid-paced chug. It sounds so fucking heavy. Suppose you could say the track's a little progressive, only not like odd time signatures or anything, but just because there's so many shifts in the speeds and the rhythms of the track. It's just so many tracks in one. It's one epic fucking track to finish on. It really is. It's really dark, heavy, melodic, and sometimes brutal. And we're talking about the album altogether. There's some brutal bits in it where you're just fucking hell, that is so heavy. This is an amazing album, guys. I recommend this to everyone, not of course just Iced Earth fans or anything like that. Obviously Ashes of Eris fans. They've got 3 albums out now. This is heavy stuff, guys, but always melodic, always just mind-blowing stuff going on. Barlow is fantastic on this album, as is Freddie Vidalis and Van Williams on the drums. They are fucking amazing players, and they produced what is probably going to be one of the albums of the year next year. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for listening, guys. This is highly recommended, as you know. I'll see you next time.